What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lawson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they fired. Get him to the turf at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an... showdown.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick the field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from Reese.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he tacked on the extra point.
7, BYU, 0.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. With the catch, it's Phillips. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, UCLA! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll throw it. Got him downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Got a man. It's Matthews. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around.
They can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Stumbled to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than it did here, but it was still a positive game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for space. It's Valentine. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back and a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
So that's a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Right on the money. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his...
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man, it's Matthews. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put them in the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Can they finally get in on 4th and goal? Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Using the quick game. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Wants to throw it. Turns it loose. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Quickly complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Brings up second and goal.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking downfield very late in the half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And back to the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
With the catch, it's Bachmeier. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Snares it outside. It's Phillips. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
That's a great job by the wide receiver, understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Slithers into space. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. At the 45 on its way. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking for a crease. It's Valentine. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Release to the back. He makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. BYU has this offense clicking. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Off the play fake. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Valentine. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pulls it in. It's Phillips. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They've got the screen set up. Jukes his way for more. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's got his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big, explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Phillips. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Rushes on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense there on 3rd down, allowing the catch but not allowing him in the end zone. They are playing big with their backs against the wall with the game on the line. 4th down.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need point conversion?
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Hits him with a stiff arm. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff to the single running back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And that might be just enough as they push the lead to 9 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 10 over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
There he goes. Touchdown, BYU. And the comeback is on.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.